Everybody, so let us start our lecture tonight, and this is the attendance code. I think same attendance code every day. And as usual, let us first our schedule. So according to our schedule, our next lecture on 10th, you will have your test 2. Okay, on test 2, we will cover inheritance, polymorphism, abstraction means abstract class interface, okay, and string operation. String operation and GUI. Even this just these few topics, okay. There will be 5 or 4 questions, 4 or 5 questions, and you have to answer just straightforward answer is asked, not in detail. Since time is only 45 minutes, maybe I will see if I can make it 50 minutes. Yes, I'll check with other section how many times they allocate. Okay, and by the way, we are halfway of our course content. So we have covered all basic concepts and principles or foundation knowledge of object-oriented programming. So these are some advanced stuff we will discuss after our test. Linked list, tag, QE, exception handling, file operations, parallel processing. Some of these are content for your data structure course. So the remaining stuffs, then you will be advanced for your data structure course. We found we got a survey result. Previously, success rate of data structure course was around 50%, less than 60%. But while we are teaching this first year experience course, last semester, the success rate of data structures course is to more than 75%, maybe 76 or 77 something. I believe so. We discussed all object-oriented programming concept with hands-on programs. Let me see. Don't see my screen. Let's see. Okay, you see now. Okay, now we see the schedule, right? So we are halfway of this course content. So, and one thing that I'm very sorry to give you reminder for this, but I do not expect that. Withdraw date is tomorrow. Okay, if I wish anyone, no one in my course will withdraw. But if you struggle, mainly, sir, how do you assess yourself? If you do not understand the concept of like the main steps from like week 2 6, whatever we discussed. If you do not understand this, if you are not clear about this, then you are what situation. But if you think to withdraw this course, okay, tomorrow is the date, and you can meet us. Let us meet and talk if we can do something for you to keep you in this course. Okay, and let us. Okay, for that test, I sent you a test study guide. Okay, there will be 4 questions. Okay, you will be asked to do some string operations. Be clear about string operations. Do some program, practice some program. Okay, and you will be asked to write a start class, develop an abstract class, and then from that abstract class you have to develop a concrete class. And you will be asked to develop an interface, and from that interface you have to develop a concrete class. You have to inherit both abstract class and interface. And there will be some fields on the abstract class, and there will be a method, at least one method in the abstract class or interface that you need to override or implement in your concrete class. Implementation will be very simple, just one line, maybe one line of code. And there will be other questions. For instance, we discuss, okay, cat C1 equal to new cat. Polymorphic stuffs, okay. How do we create object relationship, if you understand this. By the way, the good way to learn programming is practice. So on your GitHub, if you go to GitHub, my GitHub account, and then I have CSE. If you search for CSE 1322, okay. Okay, so you see that I have some. Okay, this is the package. This project is for C#. Okay, this project is for C#. Maybe I have, okay, this one. CSE 22, review 22, review Java, and I should have for C# as well as I'm looking at C#. Okay, CSE 1322, review C#. Good way, just if you focus on only one language that you are taking in your lab. So for instance, if you take your Java lab, then if you download this project, then you will see that in the SRC folder, I have many programs that whatever I discuss or will be discussing in this course. So this one, CSE 1322, review Java. Like for the string operations, okay. For instance, this is a program for string operation. I like you just run this program. Do not memorize any code. Run this program and then try to understand, make some change, and try to understand the output program statement. And then you will understand how each of these method works. For instance, the substring method, it has different combinations. Substring method has a method overloaded So it can take one argument, it can take two arguments. For instance, this last one, it takes only one argument, and for this one, it takes two arguments. And for instance, method and this something, just practice this one. And what else? I will start class. Okay. Okay, so it has our start class. A common mistake that some of you maybe still you will do. I don't like that you will do that mistake. So this is an abstract class. So how do we say that an abstract class? We have an abstract method, right? And when you say an abstract method, you cannot have a body. This method, even not a single line like this, you cannot have this. See that compiler is showing error. In the past, some student wrote this like code like this, and they argued that. So I have no code within this. My decoration is empty. No, you have your decoration is empty. It does not allow. So you have totally with no decoration. Nobody. Okay, and whenever you have an abstract, if you want to make a class abstract, then it must one abstract method. Even you can make your class abstract without having any abstract method. But in this case, you need to give a body. If your class is not abstract, then it will have a body. And if it is abstract, then it will not have a body. So whenever we have an abstract class, so when we will define its body, we will do this. For instance, wherever we inherit this class, the animal class is an abstract class. We extended animal class by cat class. So cat class is getting bigger than the animal class. So within animal class, cat class, within cat class, we have to implement this method. And we discuss how and why to use this operator, right? Operator is optional. This operator is used for parameter passing. So if the parameter name has same name, exactly same name of a field name of a class, then we need to use this operator. But if names are different, for instance, if you say string n, then you can easily do it. Equal to n. Okay, so if for an abstract class, we do extend a class. And for an interface, we implement. We can extend an interface. If we want to extend an interface, we can extend an interface by another interface. Okay, so in the past, I have seen that some student they wrote interface class, something like. An interface is not a class. Interface is it's called a contract. When you lease, like leasing contract. When you lease an apartment, we have a contract, right? Sign for a contract that this will have, tenant will have these facilities, tenant will have these responsibilities, and then owner will have these facilities, and owner will have this responsibility. So by doing an interface, we are telling that we will have whoever is going to use this class to extend this class must implement, must have this method, even it is one line or say empty. Okay, and lecture we discussed the difference of so he said in interface, if you want to use a field, then that field must be with a value, must be initialized with a value. It cannot be uninitialized. This is why it's so alert is showing an error. So we need to do this. Okay, and there is a difference between C# and Java in terms of string operations and interface. In C# we cannot do this, right? We cannot do this. Okay, I also mentioned some differences between an abstract class and an interface. Anyone please help me and help me to review the differences between an abstract class and an interface. Who wants to? Yes. 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 Okay, 1 point. I like to get 5 points. Okay. And I got 1 point. Who can help me? Yes. I'm recording. If you please speak loudly, then it will. Yes. An interface. The first point is that an interface. We can inherit multiple interfaces, right? So that was the first point. An interface. In an interface, everything is abstract. An interface is 100% abstract. But an abstract class is abstract from 0 to 100%. How do I? Like if I do not have any abstract method, still my class can be an abstract class. Then this is an abstract class, but it has nothing abstract. This is 0% abstract. The difference is that we cannot use this class to create an object. That is the good term. That is the limitation, right? An abstract class or an interface can type, but this cannot be used with new operator. So this is what I want to focus. Okay, this is my main method. Okay, so for I can say animal C equal to new cat. Okay, but I cannot say cat C1 equal to new animal. Why this error? Yes, there are two reasons there are two answers. We will answer correct. One is an abstract, that is an issue, and in inheritance perspective, we can answer that all animals are not cat. You know that, right? But this one, all cats are animal. Okay, so I like to make sure that everybody understands this too. Okay, if you do not understand this, please raise your hand. Don't shy. You need to be clear. And I told you something very hard, right? That if you do not understand this, do not tell that you took this course with me. Okay? And another thing that I told you that if you understand these two lines clearly, you should have understand 50% principles of object-oriented programming. It has inheritance, it has abstraction, it has polymorphism, it has class, it has object. Right? combination of many principles of object-oriented programming used here. Okay, but one thing that you have to answer this with respect to some context. Forever, it is not, will not be true. For instance, for your whole life, do not tell that this is true or this is. Actually, we have to look at your class according to our decoration of our class, right? Our animal class is our parent class. The animal class is our parent class. We extended animal so that we can say that all are animal. But not one animal, not all animals are cat. Because we may have another animals that may be dog that can extends animal. Okay, we can do this. In one class decoration, we can extend only one class and we can implement multiple interfaces. Allowed. So why can I tell me why it is showing an error? What is wrong here? It's showing an error, right? Over here. Is there anyone here that took this course last semester as well as is repeating here? Anyone here? Okay, that's good. I will ask them. Yes. Who can answer this? Yes. Yes. I have extended animal class, but I did not extend the abstract method of the animal class, animal detail. How do I solve this problem? Just do a right click, and there are two quick fixes. One, I can make this an abstract class. Again, I can make abstract class dog as an abstract. It will be fine. But then in that case, there may be another issue. If I have used earlier, or then I cannot use this sentence. I cannot, this in this case, dog is an abstract class itself, right? I cannot use dog new operator to create a dog instance. What is my alternative option? And I am not doing this here for now. I could do this. Okay. And another option, I need to give it add unimplemented method. So if I click over here, it will add the unimplemented method within this class. That's it. This method, it says it has nothing, no code over here. But my program is valid. Okay, anyone has any question for the test? Yes. Typecasting, okay, that's a good question. Typecasting is a temporary type conversion. Yeah. Let us do this. Let us see here. For instance, here, okay, it is not possible, right? For instance, here. So let us do this. Let me see problem with typecasting. Okay, see that lucky that I have some program with typecasting. Typecasting is applicable for both primitive data types and class Okay, typecasting is a temporary operation. Okay. For instance, here I have my variable value 50, 50.0 and divided by 10.0. So if I do this, apparently I will get a result 5.0. Right? So my data type will be double, 5 will give me 5.0. But if I want to temporarily convert that 5.0 into only 5, then we have to, it varies language to language. This format in some languages, we do not use parentheses here. We use rather parentheses here, whatever we want to cast. For instance, Python, C, C++. Okay, and for Java, we need to put the parentheses. So in this case, let me run this. Okay, although it is showing me still okay, since its type is double. Okay, let me make it integer. Then it will show me this effect. You see, this one is integer. Okay, and if I do not use this, for instance, just if I use this one, what will happen? Okay, Eclipse is very hard. Eclipse is very hard. It does not allow us to give this way. So let me do it 55 instead of 50, and let me do it this way. Now it is fine, right? What value I will get for this here? What is your name, please? So Patrick, what do you think that what will be my A, value of A here? 5. Okay. You are right, Patrick, we got 5. But really, actually, this actual value is not 5. Right? Actual value is 5. Right? So then we should do like float. We make float. Then we will get 5.0. Okay. Another thing that why still I am getting 5.0, not 5. The reason is that the slash this one division operator, if the next operand is an integer type, it will give us an integer result. Okay, may I ask everybody to just clone this project, and maybe whatever you have in your mind, we have all programs here. Good numbers of programs, just practice this. And other thing, maybe I can show you quickly. You know how to, I'm sorry, I'm asking again, the same question again and again. Because I personally like everybody to be used to using GitHub. How many of you use GitHub? Know how to use GitHub? I think you don't know? Then you're behind. Really behind. Okay. How many of you do not know yet? Raise your hand. How many of you don't feel shy, please? I want to teach you something. I like you to be advanced. I like you to be for after this course. If you successfully completed this course, you can get an internship. You can be an automation engineer. Yeah. You can learn other programming languages, or you can in future you can be a software engineer. It's the foundation. So GitHub is very simple. Do you, Patrick? Do you ever have you flash drive? Use flash drive, right? Do you use Google Drive? Use, right? So how do you feel? What are the advantages of using Google Drive, OneDrive, or Dropbox, right? Do you find any advantage? Yes, everything is cloud. Even if you don't risk of losing your drive, right? Wherever you go, just connect to internet and then you can use it, right? You can share your program in multiple computers, right? If you update it from one computer, another computer's file will be updated, right? Same thing, GitHub. Just GitHub, in GitHub, you will keep your project. Flash drive, Google Drive, you cannot write a complete project. Yes, so remember that my Google Drive. So in my Google Drive, there is a limitation that I cannot. Okay, so if I have my Google Drive, okay, so I have some files, but I cannot see which files I changed. I can see that when I last changed this file, okay, but whatever I changed, will be last updated file will be saved over here. If I want to go back to a month ago or a year ago, my file I cannot get back. But if I use my program, well, same a resume or same thing, if I save it in GitHub, I can get back in one command. Just writing one command. I can go back to my previous version. My existing version will be saved. Actually, this you cannot work in a team without knowing like this is called source control system. Even if you work from home, then your manager will see or other people will see whatever you have done. Just by looking, see that by looking your codes. For instance, you see that by looking here, I see that I have 23 commits. Anyone see this project, but who has some experience, they will tell that I have been using this project for a while. I have 23 changes, 23 times I made changes in this file. For instance, for each change, you see there is a change ID. Each change, there is a change ID. By using this change ID, I can go back to this version. Using change ID, I can go to this position, wherever I was in that. Time machine, right? Go back 100 years ago. And if you want to see your great grandfather, you want to see great grandfather? It's possible in programming, right? Using a source control system. Really. For instance, if this program is my great, you see that October 2016, 2018, I can use one command to go back to this version. Okay. Before okay, anyone has any questions so far for the test? I like everybody to get more than 80. Yes. It's for C sharp. CSE1322, just like search for this way. CSE1322 review C sharp. I have 20 commits here. So you are asking about a specific test. You have sometime maybe I have test 1, test 2, test 3 questions. Okay, anyone has any question? Yes. String operation metric, operation methods, whatever I discuss, make it simple. Whatever I discussed in last lecture, just follow this. Okay, index character at substring, string length, maybe string reverse. Okay, that's my goal is to, maybe one time I told you that our goal is to teach you how to walk in the field of object-oriented programming. If you learn how to walk, you can run yourself, right? Whatever, one other thing is that whatever comes in your mind, ask Google, Mr. Google. Any method or any something, ask Mr. Google. Ask Google, and there are plenty of stuffs that examples you can get from there. Okay, if you don't, anyone has any question? Okay, so if you don't have any question, yes. No, for the GUI lecture, review the GUI lecture. I discussed something there, possible question. Review the GUI lecture. Whenever I discussed GUI lecture, I mentioned that there are some rules. Yeah, GUI. Patrick. So I'm getting out of time. Sorry, I lost of track. So I forgot it. There are two type of casting. It's called upcasting and downcasting. Okay. So upcasting, by putting double and integer to number. Okay, no issue. Upcasting is automatic. Okay, and there is called something called downcasting. Downcasting is something confusing, and you need to understand this. Okay, and okay. Actually, this is casting is content for another course. But I like you to review this program, and if you have any question, then next time we can discuss. Okay. Okay. Then I just wrap up with the recursive methods. Just one more recursive method I want to discuss today, and then we will wrap up. Okay. How to reverse a string? Okay. How to reverse a string using a recursive method? Okay. For instance, this is my method name reverse. Okay. This method takes a string argument as str. So, okay. So I want to use this method to reverse a string. Whatever string I provide in these methods as an argument, I want to reverse that. For instance, if I provide hello to this method, so actually here is by reverse method is using hello variable. Okay. Patrick, do you understand the difference between this hello and this hello? Maybe let me make it. Do you understand the difference between this hello and this hello? Okay, this one, okay, this hello is my object name, right? Okay, and this hello is I have used as a string, okay, string literal. This value is going to be for hello. Okay. For this method, if I run this method, it will show O first, then L, then L, then E, then H. See that O first, then L, L, E, H. So very simple. How does it work? Okay, we have to understand this is the base case for our recursion method. Okay, so base case, that means as long as it will not come to the base case, it will be going to else. It will be in the else block, it will be what is returning. It is calling reverse method itself. Okay, and what is doing my base case, if so, if string is null, that means if I do not have a string already. Okay, or if string dot length is less equal to 1, actually say like this way. This one I could say in different way. For instance, I could say for str dot equals, sorry, my computer is not responding, taking time. Okay, string equals empty str. Actually, these two things is same. If string is null, that means no string exists. Okay, or if string is empty, then what it will reverse, return. Same thing. There is no need to, nothing to reverse. Okay, we can write this line, we can write this thing like this way. String dot length less or equal to, length cannot be less than 0. Right? So even if I say 0, that would work, but for instance, if we have a string only one character, if we have a string only one character, for instance, only H, whatever my output will be, same thing. Okay, so instead of saying this, actually this, the next statement is more powerful. Str dot length less or equal 1. Okay. Like this. Dot equals something like this. Okay. For instance, I have only one character here, then it will give me same thing, same character. Okay. But if I have 0 characters, nothing like this, then what it will print me? It will print nothing. Okay, and I have really null, this string does not exist. Null. Then it will, null is null. Okay, otherwise, what it is going to do, whatever we put, so that then otherwise it will call the string reverse method. But remember that here we have used reverse string substring method with the index 1. That means it is missing the first index 0. And that index is going to be this place. Especially we are calling this one. So I like you to analyze this program. If we do not use this one, for instance, what will happen? If we like this. So I see that it is coming only O. So this part is important, right? This is a way to learn how to learn programming. Just for instance, when you get a program, not memorize, do some research on it and think about something, how it happens. And for instance, if you give 2 over here, then what will happen? Okay. This is an interview question. Sometimes people ask to do a string operation, string reverse. Write an algorithm to do string reverse. Write a program to do string reverse operation. Okay. Also discuss factorial operation using recursion, and we also discuss recursive ascending or descending. Discuss this. Yes. Recursion will not be in this test, but it will be next test. According to our schedule, we will go until string operation and reference parameter and recursion. So from week 7 to 10, reference parameter recursion, linked list, and stack QE will go in your test 3. So anyone has any question about recursion? Okay, then anyone has any question for test? Okay, thank you everybody and have a good evening. We'll see you on our battlefield next Thursday. Okay, thank you so much.